Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick look at the inside of the Dell laptop, the Inspiron 3000 that I purchased with the Ryzen 5 inside it, because I don't know why I'm trying to do retro videos, but a video on a brand new laptop has been the most popular and lots of people are asking questions. So first and foremost, I just wanted to say two things. Oh, excuse me. The first one is this video is not intended for children. So I just want to put that out there. This is about pulling apart a laptop. This is not intended for children. The second point is, if you want information, because these products change so frequently, and they especially change depending on the region and depending on what components any manufacturer will have access to at any given point. So asking me questions in the comments simply because I've purchased one particular laptop probably isn't that helpful to you, but obviously I try and be as helpful as I can. I just wanted to open my particular one up, and I need to open one of my boys' ones up as well, because I'm hoping it's exactly the same layout, but they actually came from a different special kind of, won't bore you with the details, but basically they mucked up the original order. So hopefully it's the same layout inside. I'm really not sure, but I just wanted to have a look inside and see how easy this thing is to get open. And it's not that easy. This is semi-prepared. So I've taken all the screws out, and you have to take all the screws out. The heads up I want to give you is you take this screw out, and then you have to pull the optical drive out. It feels like it won't come out, but it will come out after you've taken this screw out. And let me show you why that's important. You won't be able to pull this top off, and you will have to pry it around all the edges to actually get this off. So this is actually the underside, obviously, with the optical drive in place. So once you've taken that screw, you can see where it locates inside this unit there. There's my clock declaring 3 o'clock. It's on time again. Right, but when you pull the drive out, let's just pretend this is put back together, you can see that will actually be inside there. That would actually be stopping you from pulling this out. So you have to pull the drive out to be able to remove the top. So even after you've pulled that drive out, so once you've pulled that drive out, you will actually see, and let me just do this here, there's actually 2 more screws. And so don't force anything, because with those 2 screws in place, you can't remove the top still. So you have to get those 2 out as well, and then you'll be able to pry the top off. So don't force anything, because you are going to break it. It certainly isn't as easy as, let me just quickly, just for a comparison, bear with me 2 seconds. Let's grab my Asus. So with my old Asus, essentially everything, you take off a couple of screws, this whole panel comes off, and you'll have access to the RAM, you'll have access to the SATA bay, you got the battery there. Everything you need to get access to is through this easy access panel. This Dell is a bit more Apple, if I can put it that way. It's certainly not as home upgrade friendly as something like the older model Asus that I've got over there. So just a heads up on that. Once you have removed it, let's have a quick look. This is what I keep saying, and just trying to respond to questions. But the setup you get will be completely different depending on your region and your exact model number. But all I can do is show you what this one came with. So as you can see here, you've got, first and foremost, the battery is actually inside the laptop here, so not really, end user serviceable. Then you've got your RAM, and this came with 2 RAM. Now, depending on when you look at this exact same model on the Dell website right now, it actually tells you that it has 1 stick of 8 gig, whereas when I purchased it, it was 2 sticks of 4. So that's different there. Okay, so that's that. Down here, that's where you've got your, let me just lower you a little bit, get you a bit closer. So down here, that's where you've got your, can I even zoom in a bit? There we go. You've got your, so under that cover there, you can just see the end of the thing there. That's where you've got your M.2 NVMe solid state drive. That's there with the locator screw there, and that's got its own little thing there. So that's all good there. That's the main storage. We've already looked at the RAM, so as you can see, mine's 2 sticks of 4. You got another M.2 slot there, but that's taken up by the Wi-Fi card there. So that's a serviceable part, which is nice to know. Then over this side, you've got the SATA port for the optical drive, because that's where the optical drive slots into. Okay, that's going to slot in there once the case is back on. And then you have, because we've got over here the M.2 solid state drive, what that leaves us with over here, you've got your CMOS battery there, you can see that there. You have, and it's just got a piece of plexi, a placeholder there, but that is another SATA port there, I believe. I should be able to lift that out. Well, that's what that looks like there. So there's another SATA port there. It's like a full-length port or something, actually. But you can see that is a hard drive bay there. So if you want additional storage, which is one of the mods I will do to this, so all I would do to this, and I wish I had the components with me right now so I could just do it straight away while I've already opened it, but I don't. I'd put probably a 500 gig or even a 1 terabyte solid state SATA drive. They're getting cheaper and cheaper. And then that's all the storage I'd need. Never say that, because you'll always need more storage. And then I think the big upgrade for this, in all honesty, would be swapping those 2 4s out for 2 8s to bring it up to 16 gig of RAM. So yeah, that's about it really. So that's what they look like on the inside. But seriously, because these are so different, you know, I love chat. I absolutely love chat in the comments section. But I can only help you so much with these, because depending on what region you're buying and the exact model number and the components and the configuration that Dell choose to put together at any given moment, I really can't guarantee that I have proper answers to your questions. So really, the answers to your questions will be, have a look on the Dell website. And that's not to be rude, it's actually to be helpful. You know, I'm not the person to ask. Okay, there you go. Cheers.